A function is a relation that uniquely associates members of one set with members of another set. So if you have a set A with elements in here, okay, then you have another set B with elements in there, okay. So to connect the members in set A to set B, we need a relation, or sometimes called a mapping, that will connect these two sets together. And that is what we call a function. So any element in set A that you pick, any element in set A that you pick, then you put in this function, okay, will connect you to an element in set B. So this is what we call the function or a mapping. And the function or mapping can be either one-to-one or many-to-one. So one-to-one or many-to-one. So as the name suggests, one-to-one is when you pick one element in set A, it will have only one element. It will be mapped to only one element in set B. So every element in set B has only one value in set A. That is one-to-one. So when you pick one, you get one. When you pick this, you get one here. When you pick this, you get one. So one maps to one. That is one-to-one. And many-to-one means you can pick 3 values or 2 values in set A, and it will be mapped to one value in set B. That is many-to-one. Many-to-one. So you can use a scenario of like a city with many roads linking to that city. So many roads are coming from different other cities, and they are all joining to one big city. So that is from many to one city. And you can use this scenario as assuming that there's only one road that leads to one town. So you know that when you take this road, you're going to the next town. That is from town A to town B. There's only one road that links these two towns. That is one-to-one. Okay, so this is what you can use as a scenario. An example of a one-to-one function is if you have x map into x plus 2. So this is one example of a one-to-one function. Okay, so maybe write it in domain where x belongs to the set of real numbers. Okay, so you can say this is like y equal to x plus 2. So this means if you pick any real number and substitute in place of x, you get only one value for y. So if x is 1, so y will be 1 plus 2, which is 3. If x is 2, y will be 2 plus 2, which is 4. If x is equal to -1, y will be -1 plus 2, which is 1. So you see there's no two numbers in the range of x that is giving one value here. So every value here has its own image. Every element here maps to only one value in the y. So this is an example of a one-to-one function. Every value in x has one value in y. That is example of one-to-one. So it's the fact that for each output value appearing in y, there is only one input value from x. This is one-to-one. Now go to many-to-one. many to 1, we have example as y equal to x squared. So y equal to x squared, where x belongs to a set of real numbers. This is many to 1. Now, example, when x is equal to 1, we have y will be 1 squared, which is 1. Then when x is equal to minus 1, y is minus 1 squared, which is still 1. So you see we are having two values of x. So this is the set of x. We have 1 and negative 1 here. Okay, this is a set of y. And this one, this is the mapping, x squared. This one will give you 1. This will also give you 1. So these two values, this is mapping to 1, and this is also mapping to 1. So you see we have two values in the set of x, which are mapping to just one value in the set y. This is what we call many to 1 function. So it has one output value for each input value, but each output value can have more than one input value. That is many